In this video, we'll cover a few of the most important core principles of personal finance that, although may sound simplistic, they can go a long way in helping you achieve your financial goals. Watch until the very end, and pay close attention to number 8. And share this video with every person you know who might need a kickstart in their financial journey, especially in these hard times. Remember, as Robert Kiyosaki writes in his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, it's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. Okay, so let's go over the main lessons in personal finance. Number 1. Spend less than you earn. This is a fundamental principle of personal finance. It's important to live within your means and avoid accumulating debt. As Dave Ramsey writes in The Total Money Makeover, if you will live like no one else, later you can live like no one else. Number 2. Create a budget. A budget is a plan for how you will spend your money. By creating a budget, you can prioritize your spending and avoid overspending in certain areas. As Jesse Metcham writes in You Need a Budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Number 3. Build an emergency fund. An emergency fund is money set aside for unexpected expenses, such as medical bills or car repairs. Having an emergency fund can help you avoid going into debt when unexpected expenses arise. As Suze Orman writes in The Money Book for the Young, Fabulous and Broke, if you're looking for a place to find money to save, try starting with the money you never see or touch, such as your emergency savings. Number 4. Pay off high-interest debt. High-interest debt, such as credit card debt, can be very expensive over time. It's important to pay off this type of debt as quickly as possible to avoid paying more in interest. As David Bach writes in The Automatic Millionaire, the power of getting out of debt is the power to make your money work for you instead of you working for it. Number 5. Invest for the long term. Investing is a way to grow your wealth over time. It's important to invest for the long term and not try to time the market or make short-term bets. As John C. Bogle writes in The Little Book of Common Sense Investing, time is your friend, impulse is your enemy. Number 6. Save for retirement. This one is key. It's important to save for retirement so that you can maintain your lifestyle in your golden years. Start saving as early as possible and make it a priority in your budget. As Warren Buffett writes in The Essays of Warren Buffett, someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Number 7. Diversify your investments. Diversification is important to reduce risk in your investment portfolio. Invest in a mix of stocks, bonds, and other assets to spread your risk. As Peter Lynch writes in One Up on Wall Street, diversification is protection against ignorance. It makes little sense if you know what you are doing. Number 8. Don't try to time the market. Trying to time the market is a risky strategy. Instead, focus on investing for the long term and sticking to your investment plan. As Burton Malkiel writes in A Random Walk Down Wall Street, the stock market is filled with individuals who know the price of everything, but the value of nothing. Number 9. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation occurs when your spending increases as your income increases. Avoid this by keeping your spending in check and focusing on your long-term goals. As Vicky Robin and Joe Dominguez write in Your Money or Your Life, the goal is to find a balance between what you need and what you want, and to choose a lifestyle that brings fulfillment without bankrupting you emotionally or financially. Number 10. Educate yourself. It's important to continue learning about personal finance and investing so that you can make informed decisions. As Robert T. Kiyosaki writes in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, intelligence solves problems and produces money. Money without financial intelligence is money soon gone. By following these core principles of personal finance, you can improve your financial health and work towards achieving your goals.